Morning, everybody. I hope everybody's well this morning. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Prof. Moira Bodie. I'm the Assistant Dean of Postgraduate Affairs in the Faculty of Science. And it's my great pleasure this morning to welcome you all as postgraduate students to WITS, to the Faculty of Science. First off, I want to congratulate you all on being accepted to study further at WITS. That in and of itself is a significant achievement. So pat yourselves on the back. Well done for that. And secondly, I also want to say well done for choosing WITS, because as we all know, WITS is the best university for postgrad studies. I might be a little bit biased, but I'm sure you'll forgive me for that. Why do I say that? Well, because WITS has got such a strong and vibrant research culture that's been going on for so many years, and I'm sure you will feel it when you start your studies here. You'll feel that giving you a huge amount of support and a real boost in terms of your research career. As I'm sure most of you already know, WITS is 100 years old this year. So this is a tradition that has been going on for a long time, and we are very proud that this tradition is still so strong at WITS. And specifically in the Faculty of Science, we are very proud that globally, we are actually ranked in the top 1% in terms of citations of our peer-reviewed articles in many of the research areas that form part of the Faculty of Science. And that is something that you will again benefit from directly in terms of being a postgraduate in the Faculty of Science. Also, we've got 13 NRF A-rated scientists. Now, these are world leaders in their field. Sorry, I see someone saying, am I struggling to hear? Is there any, can everybody else hear me okay? Are there any issues with the volume? Tanner, can you hear fine?
I can hear you perfectly, Prof. Bodie. Can that person please maybe just try to jump off and jump on again, because normally that is what happens.
Okay, perfect. Good suggestion. Thanks. So as I was saying, we've got in the Faculty of Science, we've got 13 NRF A-rated scientists. These are world leaders. It's tough to get an A rating from the NRF. You've got to be a true world leader in your field. And we already we've got 13 of them in our faculty. Again, something we're very proud of. Also, we have 10 Saatchi chairs. These are also recognized leaders in their fields in South Africa. So these are all housed in the 9 schools that we've got in the Faculty of Science. And we've also got 2 distinguished research institutes. And it's within these schools and research institutes where all of our research takes place. Now, knowing all that about, you've really made the right choice coming to do your postgrad at WITS. When I was asked to say a few words to you today, I gave some thought to what I should be saying to you. And I thought back to when I started my research, my postgraduate degree, my master's. And I'm sure a lot of you are saying, wow, that must have been a really, really long time ago. And you're right, it was a really, really long time ago. But I still remember exactly how I felt. I felt really excited because for the very first time, I was going to be able to research things that I was interested in, only focusing on the things. No one was going to make me take subjects I didn't want to do anymore. I was going to do only the stuff I really wanted to do. So it was a really exciting time for me. But I also remember being nervous, being scared, because I wasn't really sure exactly what lay ahead. Was I going to be able to cope? Would I know what to do? What if I felt like the one person who didn't know what was going on? And that feeling was also very strong in me. And I want to reassure you that that is a completely normal feeling. And when I look back on my own research journey, the best kind of analogy that I have in my own experience is when my kids were first learning to walk. They were very excited because they could pull themselves up on their legs for the first time. They were so excited. They want to be walking, they wanted to be running, but they weren't quite sure how to go about it. And they fell over a lot. They hit their heads. They were grabbing onto furniture. They grabbed onto mom's legs or dad's legs. And I'm sure for those of you who've got your own kids or who've got little brothers and sisters, nephews and nieces, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a really exciting time for that little one, but there's also a lot of falls. They hurt themselves, but they get up again. And quickly, sooner than you can imagine, those little kids who could do nothing are suddenly walking and they're suddenly running. And exactly the same for the research career. You start off on weak legs. You start off on weak legs and you need a lot of support. You're going to need the help of people around you, your supervisors and people I'll talk to more in a minute. You're going to need that help. But as you go, you're going to grow in confidence, in abilities, and sooner than you know, you're going to be doing your own thing, more and more working on being able to do your own research until eventually when you leave this with your degree, you're going to be a fledgling independent researcher. And that's where we go. We go from not quite knowing exactly what it's about to being an independent researcher. And that's what we want for you. And we absolutely believe that you can do it successfully. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here in the first place. So we expect that at the end of your degree, you're going to be an independent researcher going out into the world, making your mark, which is as it should be, and also making a difference. And that is one thing that we are absolutely confident about and again proud of, that our WITS graduates make a difference in the world. They always do, and I'm sure it will be no different for any of you. So it's the start of a long journey, and I'm not going to kid you, it's not an easy journey. There will be lots of falling over and having to get up again. It's not an easy journey, but we believe that you can do it. You will be held to a very high standard. Make no mistake, you will have to give of your best to succeed, and we absolutely expect that of you. But you won't have to do it alone. There's lots of support along the way. And I want to kind of talk through some of that support that you will get. The very first person, a very important person in your research life, is your supervisor. Your supervisor is the expert who will lead you through all the technical things you need to learn, all the skills you need to learn. Make sure you use their expertise and knowledge to grow in your own skills and abilities. So my very, very strong suggestion is to keep always regular, open communications with your supervisor right from the beginning, and make sure that you walk this journey together in the most effective way possible. It's a very important relationship, and all supervisors work differently. So obviously you need to work with your supervisor, work out something that works for both of you. But what's very important is that you understand that you have responsibilities towards your supervisor, and equally your supervisor has responsibilities towards you. Hold yourselves, each of you must hold the other accountable for meeting those expectations. And if you want details of exactly what those expectations are, I can talk to you about a document that's called the PG Statement of Principles, which you will all sign in due course around about the time when you submit your research proposals. But you can access it online. It's available. Have a read of it, because it very clearly lays out your responsibilities as a postgraduate student, what we expect or what your supervisor can expect from you. But equally, you can see precisely what you can expect from your supervisor. There's certain criteria that they must also meet. So make sure, as I said, hold each other accountable on this journey, and make sure in that way it will be a successful journey. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about in terms of support. The second thing is your peer group. Make sure you've got people around you, people who are in your lab or people who registered for the same course, people who are going to be your support system. This, I cannot tell you how much this meant to me in my own journey, and I'm sure for you, it will be equally important. Because as I said, this will be a journey of thrills and spills. There will be highs and there will be lows, and you need people with you along the way. When your first reaction works, I'm a chemist, so that's the first thing I think of. It's so exciting, you need somebody to celebrate with. Let your peer group be there for you to celebrate with. When things are just not working and it's been days, it's been weeks, and things are looking dire, you need somebody's shoulder to cry on. Your peer group will offer you support, say, come on, get up, let's keep going, everything's going to work out. You need that support. Make sure that you have it. Because as I said, it is a long road and you need help along the way. Make sure that you lean on the people around you as well to help you. In terms of the ups and downs, nobody likes the downs, nobody likes them, but they offer you an immense opportunity for personal growth. So that resilience, that perseverance that you learn with those downs, that'll stand you in such good stead for your future career. So although it's a hard lesson to learn, it is still an important one. Then in terms of resources at your school level, I want to encourage you to know who the postgraduate coordinator in your school is. Each school has a postgraduate coordinator who's responsible for the administrative side of your postgraduate career. So all the important things you have to do, the research proposal, they'll tell you which forms you must fill in, what must accompany the research proposal, when is the progress report due, all of these things your postgraduate coordinator will help you with. So make sure you know who they are and they can help you through the process. So all of the postgraduate coordinators and myself, together with the faculty registrar, we make up the Graduate Studies Committee in the Faculty of Science, and we oversee all postgraduate matters in the faculty. So we're part of a team that is there to oversee and to help, hopefully, you to achieve your goal of getting the degree. So know who they are and make use of them. And then finally, what I want to talk about is just some general support that is available in the faculty that you might not know about yet. And I just wanted to point you to this. The first is in terms of academic skills development. There is somebody called Ms. Marika Kloetz who can help you with things like writing, scientific writing, logical writing, helping you to put your arguments together more effectively, whether this is to prepare for your research proposal or whether it's for your final dissertation, thesis, or research report, doesn't matter. He's there to assist you with developing these kinds of skills. And finally, we also have in the faculty somebody called Grant DeMars, who is a part of our wellness program. So this is for issues that you might have along the way, personal issues you might have, challenges that you're facing, or if it's help with time management, you feel like you're not managing your time properly, or if you feel like you're actually just not coping. This is somebody who can give you one-on-one time, chat to, talk it through, give you some advice. And I very, very strongly encourage you to use these support systems that are available. In terms of contact details for Marika and for Grant, they are available in the Postgraduate Welcome Day booklet that I hope you will be getting today if you haven't already got it, or in the next few days. So make sure you use these resources that are available. That's pretty much all I wanted to say to you today. The only final closing thought I have, or the thing I want to say, is to wish you all the best. I hope it's a fulfilling and wonderful journey that you are going on with your postgraduate studies. Remember, keep believing in yourself. Get up. If you get knocked down, don't give up. And I look forward to celebrating your graduation day with you. Thank you. I think you're going to now go into the different schools for further information.
Thank you for that.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much.